When George Clooney was promoting his new movie with Brad Pitt, Wolf, I think it's going to be a good movie. I mean, I can tell. I don't know yet, but I will definitely watch that movie. It's going to be good. Can't wait. But anyway, he was asked about his essay on New York Times about he drops his support for Joe Biden for his presidential bid. And so he was asked about that. And so People magazine wrote, George Clooney praises Joe Biden's selfless decision to drop out of the presidential race. He gets all the credit, says. Clooney's comments made at the 2024 Venice Film Festival come after the actor publicly pulled his support for Joe Biden's 2024 presidential campaign. In New York Times essay, this is by Nigel Smith from People. So George Clooney is applauding Joe Biden's historic decision to drop out of 2024 presidential race as the most selfless thing that anybody has done since George Washington. You know, when George Washington was the first president of America, of United States of America, when we free out of UK, Britain, colonial. And so George Washington was the first president, and then after the second terms, that's why the second terms is now the limit. And he was like, this is why we don't want to be monarch. We're trying to get out of the monarch, and it's the most difficult thing to relinquish the power to the next generation. That's why George Clooney praises Joe Biden for relinquishing it, for dropping out from the race. So his comments made the 2024 Venice Festival on Sunday, September 1st, which is today, where he is promoting Wolf's his new film co-starring Brad Pitt, come months after he publicly urged Joe Biden to step down in a passionate essay for the New York Times titled, I Love Joe Biden, but we need a new nominee. Ahead of Wolf's world premiere, the festival, Clooney, 63, was asked at a press conference to speak to the impact his essay had on Biden's decision to pave the new way for Kamala Harris, who is now running as the Democratic candidate. And I think he didn't even want Kamala Harris, but Joe Biden endorsement for Kamala Harris, that's how it started. But George Clooney didn't want Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. I think he didn't know the power of Kamala Harris. And now, we all excited. She is trained because she was vice president, so she's trained to be, to take that position, in my opinion. So this is his comment.
That I look so good up close?
Well, this is a room full of journalists, and I think I really want to know what you think was the impact of the op-ed you wrote for the New York Times, asking President Biden to step down, which he eventually did.
I've actually never had to answer that question, so I suppose I'll do it here. The person who should be applauded is the president who did the most selfless thing that anybody's done since George Washington. And so, all the machinations that got us there, none of that's going to be remembered. And it shouldn't be. What should be remembered is the selfless act of someone who, it's very hard to let go of power. We know that, we've seen it all around the world. And for someone to say, I think there's a better way forward, that's all the credit goes to him. And that's really the truth. And all the rest of it will be long gone and forgotten. And so I'm just very proud of where we are in the state of the world right now, which I think many people are surprised by. And I think we're all very excited for